Hello everybody, welcome back to CamFed. Today we're visiting Havana Cigars. We are at the Major Mac location. This is one of 5 locations they have. Come on inside and I'll show you around. Today we got Kyle working in the store. So, you can look around and as soon as you come in, you're gonna find your humidors, you're gonna find some boxed cigars, and a lot of the cigar paraphernalia that you would need, cutters, etc. And then anything you need, you talk to my boy Kyle over here. He's always really ready, willing, and able to help you. In a minute, we're going to show you the piece de resistance, the big humidor. We got a treat for you guys. Come on. We're going to go into the humidor with Kyle. You guys are in for a treat. This is my favorite room. So, inside here, you guys can find that they keep a perfect environment for your cigar. It's nice and damp. I'm getting hot already.
Oh, yeah.
Also, we've got Cubans, Dominicans, Honduran, Nicaraguan. Did I miss anything, Kyle?
I think you're right on there. Our humidor is sectioned by country. So we have the Cubans here. We have some Davidoffs here, as well as cigarillos and Puritos. Over here, we have some Drew Estate, CAO, that's like Honduran.
You got some nice Perdomos I see. You got Gurkha as well. Gurkha's another one.
Gurkhas are over here, yeah. Gurkhas are over here. Rocky Patel as well. We got some My Fathers over here. Over that section is all Alec Bradley. And then we got some more Dominicans on that section as well.
I got some Bradleys as well. You got quite a range.
Yeah.
So now, I also see that you guys carry your own house blend.
We do.
Can you explain to us a little bit about your house blend and what kind of seed, leaf, filler that we're using?
So we have a factory in Nicaragua where we grow and hand roll our own tobacco. We use Cuban tobacco, we use Dominican tobacco for the most part. We started out using Nicaraguan tobacco.
Very aromatic.
As the years went on, we kind of ventured out to grab seeds and leaves from different countries and kind of experiment with certain things. So this is pretty much the final product of what you see. We have something for everybody.
Havana Castle. So which this is?
This is the Havana Castle Blue Label. This is very mild, very smooth. It's got a little bit of spice, so it's not overbearing, but you still get that full flavor that you're looking for.
Do you have anything in a Connecticut wrapper? I prefer Connecticut
we do,
wrapper.
yes.
I find it more mild and creamy.
Okay.
That's my palate.
I'm just gonna step here, right here. This one here, Flor de Castillo. This is the Connecticut here, very mild as well. Not as spicy as the blue. It's an easygoing smoke.
Nice. You got some box cuts here as well, I see.
Yep, it's a little change. Not everybody likes the box cut, but it's a little different from everything. It sets it apart, you know what I mean?
Again, very aromatic.
This one here is my personal favorite. I like a little bit more of the stronger type. Let me sit down and relax a little bit.
So you like a peppery cigar?
Yeah, this one here, the Purple Label, very mature tobacco. You definitely get a nice full body flavor to it, and definitely a little different from something that we have here. More of a, I guess, a seasoned smoke for the aficionado, I guess you would say. Someone who's been smoking for quite some time.
Well, to me, cigars are like fine wines. Everybody has their palate.
Exactly.
There's no right or wrong when it comes to a lighter cigar, like being a Connecticut wrapper, which I find is more smooth and creamy.
Yeah.
It's going to be light. I like a cigar that doesn't burn hot in my mouth.
Yeah.
But I like a lot of smoke at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's why I tend to resort to a Connecticut wrapper, because I find that's what it gives me.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Right. You are more of the type of guy that likes a peppery cigar.
Yeah.
You're more of a full body, like Mario.
Exactly. Yeah.
Behind the scenes here, holding the camera, Mario's a peppery kind of guy.
Yeah.
And very full body.
Yeah.
So as you can see here, Havana Castle's put together their own little sampler or sample pack, the same way CAO does. I know CAO's got their
they got the world pack.
Yeah, exactly. They got your Italia, your Brazil, your America,
and Ecuador,
and an Ecuadorian. Correct. So Havana Castle's done the same thing, but I've come to learn that there's a few flavors in here that we're missing. So can you tell us what we're missing out of this pack?
So this is the original, the first 4 that we came with. That's not in here. We have the brand new Apache. Oh. We have the Purple Label that we were just speaking about. We have the Flor de Castillo as well as the main streets, the front streets, the back streets, and the Cuban edition that we have here as well.
Oh, wow, guys, you got to check this out. They even tell you at the back of the box, each color, what flavor profile it represents. So it's showing you from a full body medium, very medium, to a mild. That's a great little tip for everybody. Yeah. So anybody that's getting into the cigars or the cigar world, this is, I would suggest, a highly recommend sampler pack, and then you can figure out what your palate is from there.
Perfect.
So we've been touching on various sizes, ring gauges when it comes to the cigars. Also the shape is going to tell you what the cigar as well. This is what you would call a torpedo, where it's pointed at the tip. And this is what we would call a perfecto, which is torpedo at both ends. It's almost like smoking the wacky tobacco. And then we've got what you call a box cut, or anything being flat like this is going to be considered a box cut.
Yep.
And did I miss anything, Kyle? Am I forgetting anything?
My personal favorite of the box cut, as you can see, they're almost sold out right now, is the Flor de las Antillas Toro from my father. This is the first non-Cuban cigar to
that is one of my go-tos.
Cigar of the year.
That is one of my go-tos.
I always tell people, it doesn't matter which one you pick. If you hear my father, you can close your eyes and you're getting a fantastic cigar. They have Cigar of the Year 2013, 2015, and the judge recently, more often than not, gets at least top 10 most of the years now. Fantastic Nicaraguan cigar. They have full body. They have very mild for somebody like you who likes a milder cigar. They have something for me. They have pretty much something for everybody.
My father is a go-to. Again, going back to what I told you, my preference, I find a lot of smoke does not burn hot in the mouth. And you get a nice white ash to a gray ash, and it burns evenly through.
And that's the key.
I haven't smoked a bad one yet.
A lot of people don't know this. When you see a nice white ash, that means the tobacco is almost perfect. When you see a darker ash, that maybe it's not the highest quality tobacco, but when you see a nice white ash, you know this is high quality tobacco, and this is the best you can get.
Through experience, Kyle, I've learned when I get a darker ash, I find that there's more of a filler in there, or a filler that I'm not aware of. Another thing that I've learned over the years in smoking is when you get a nice white ash, and you can actually, and you don't flick the cigar and it sticks to the cigar, that's a good cigar. Also, when you've got the ash on that has not come off, and you can stand your cigar up on it, you know that that's a good cigar.
Yeah, I was just.
Do you agree or disagree?
I was going to say the same thing, but you beat me to it.
Perfect. Here at Havana Castle, we've also got various types of sizes and styles of humidors. So for your cigar enthusiast and motorcycle enthusiast, all my Harley guys out there, this is the cigar box for you. Beautiful lacquer finish. It's a big tray. This one here holds about, I believe, 150 cigars. So we've got a Monte Cristo limited edition, another limited edition.
Guy Dorsey, 2019,
Cubans. So for the guys that love to smoke and buy a box, but they don't smoke them all, what's your tip? What's the best way to age your cigar and keep it stored?
For me, you got to keep it in the humidor and keep your humidor seasoned for sure. Because a lot of people, they think, I got a humidor, I put the cigars in there and I leave it.
Great point.
Eventually, you're going to have to check it out every once in a while. You can't just, it's good, you know. You got to keep on top of your stuff like anything. If you have a nice expensive car, you want to maintain it, right?
Well, I find this time of the year when we're going into the winter months, you need to check that I check mine periodically every 3 days.
Yep.
Come the winter months. In the summertime, I can go a week, and it usually keeps its moisture, depending where you have it stored in the house as well, too. That's a big factor on where your humidor is in the house. So, also here at Havana Castle, you can get some really cool lighters where all this fits into it. So this is also a cigar holder. You would use this to hold your cigar. But at the same time, it screws into the bottom here. And you can put the lance in. So the lance is for when you, a lot of times when you're smoking a cigar and you start to pull and you can't pull, that means either the leaf is in the way or it could be a stem. And what you would do is you would take the lance and put it through to open up that hole or open up that airway a bit. And you're going to pull out a little bit of that excess leaf. Again, like I said, this all fits into each other like this. And then you would screw it all together. This is a great gift idea.
Yeah.
Is there any other cool gifts that you suggest or you have in here for the cigar aficionado?
Well, I mean, here we pretty much have something for everybody. We got tons of cutters, lighters, ashtrays. If you're looking for it, we got it here. We can definitely help you on anything you're looking for. We got cigar holders as well, humidors as you saw before. Yeah, pretty much something for everybody.
When it comes to a straight cut, this is what I prefer, where it's got the guide and it makes you cut, just trim a little bit off. I find if you're not new to smoking cigars and you use an open cutter, you might cut off a little too much and it's going to affect the draw. When you affect the draw, it's going to give you a stronger cigar, more of a peppery cigar. I find this is just the right amount that's coming off. Or you can actually resort to doing a punch. There's the V-cut as well.
The V-cut as well, which is my personal favorite. The V-cut I like because it doesn't mess with the structure of the cigar. You just get a nice clean cut down the center, and then you don't get those little pieces.
So here, let's show everybody what a V-cut does. So if you were to take this, here's your V. And to Kyle's point, doesn't affect the structure, the integrity of the cigar, but it's just putting a little indentation in there, gives you a nice draw, gives you great flavor. Did I miss anything, Kyle?
No, I think you got it on the nose.
That's it for this edition of Havana Castle. Stay tuned. We're going to be coming to visit Kyle again soon.